My name's Tamara Roberts, CEO of Ridgeview, but I'm also the finance director too. Ridgeview are a producer of the highest quality English sparkling wines. My family started the business in 1995. As a family, we have no prior involvement in the wine industry or the wine trade, and really it's now the second generation for the family who are running the business. We've been very fortunate. I think the last count, when we stopped counting a few years ago, was over 250 medals and awards, culminating in 2018 with being the first English winery to have won the International Wine and Spirits Competition's Winemaker of the Year, which is the sort of the top of the show for that particular awards evening. And we were also one of the first to win a number of awards, including the Decanter World Wine Awards, beating champagnes, etc. So we've got a long history of doing the unthinkable for English sparkling wines. So we've been with Carpenter Box for over 3 years, possibly 4 years, and they've been providing us with sort of the basic assistance in terms of statutory accounts and tax comps. But on top of that, helping with R&D returns, introducing us to finance, and also giving us advice in terms of the family setup of the business. There is that added complexity in terms of personal tax as well as the company tax and business tax all involved, and that's something that Carpenter Box help us with all the time. Carpenter Box have been instrumental in us finding finance partners or a banking partner who understood the business. They were quite a critical resource for that. They also provide all our tax accounting guidance too. It's just someone who you can call up and talk about anything and helps you prioritise things that you're looking at, or gives you the sort of the accounting or finance input into certain projects that are happening. So really across the board, they're really, really useful. What really stood out for us with Carpenter Box was their interest in the industry. They'd already been actively involved. They knew much more than any of the other companies or firms that we tendered. They were super excited to get involved. They had loads of ideas, very open, and really that's what drove the decision, was that sort of that excitement they had for what we were doing, because it was a really new industry, so a lot of people don't really know an awful lot about it, so they've honestly done their homework really well. Not only would I recommend Carpenter Box, I have recommended Carpenter Box to 2 or 3 other businesses, and I think they have picked up with Carpenter Box now, because they are just, they're not just some accountants who sit back and wait for the year-end returns and the year-end accounts. They're actively involved, interested in what you're doing, and give you that sort of safety net that you've got someone to turn to if you're trying to make decisions. You can give you a quick, fast and honest response about all your projects and business planning.